Breaking right now, we just heard from the South Koreans. An invitation has been extended by Kim Jong-un to President Trump. He has expressed eagerness, to quote the South Koreans, to meet with our president and would like to do so by May. We are asking the White House for more details about all of it. But in the meantime, a pretty major development. So will the president go? Should he go? Is there an opportunity to see some kind of denuclearization there of the Korean Peninsula? According to the South Koreans, Kim Jong-un is in fact willing to put denuclearization on the table, something that you just heard General Keane say is an absolute positive must. You cannot even entertain the idea of a discussion unless that is the goal. Joining me right now for reaction, former Republican Congressman from Utah, Jason Chaffetz, a Fox Business contributor. Congressman, wow. I mean, by the way, the news cycle is pretty incredible because we were all set and geared up to talk about tariffs, which we will get to later in the show. And then this came. Why now?
I think it's a very positive development. My guess is that as they've ratcheted up the sanctions, the United States has shown via Donald Trump that he was very serious about this. We've had military presence. We've been very unified with both the South Koreans and President Moon, fairly new to his office, and then also the Japanese. You can't forget. I think it would be very interesting to see what Prime Minister Abe says about this. But I think now, because those sanctions and are probably having an effect, and I really do believe in peace through strength, and I think the United States is showing a lot of strength and resolve, and it's I think it's a positive development.
I think it is, too. And I think it does have a lot to do with the man that is in the Oval Office right now. And the reason I say that is because, I mean, we're looking at trade agreements. And by the way, I mentioned it coming in conjunction with the tariffs. We're looking at these trade agreements very aggressively now in a way that we previously have not done. China may be the one that holds the key to North Korea because China has the most intelligence there and has the ability to nudge people in certain ways that maybe we just can't do. Now we've threatened these tariffs. I just wonder, the sanctions, yes, they've worked. I mean, they've cut off basically 80% of the economy there in North Korea. But I wonder how much these tariffs on steel and aluminum have also influenced China in terms of it maybe behind the scenes working with us to try and get Kim Jong-un to think aggressively and hard about denuclearization, as he says he's now doing.
Some of the senior-most leadership within the Chinese government was actually educated within North Korea. And if you look at China's proximity to North Korea, you look at that border, one of the things the Chinese are really worried about are millions of people fleeing North Korea. If they can't feed their own people, if they can't forage their own food, if they can't meet their basic necessities, guess where they're going to go? They're going to flee into China.
Which is a major headache for them, huge refugee
crisis. It is,
crisis.
and I think that is a pressure point that President Trump has been keenly aware of. And you also, I think, over the course of a year plus, President Trump has earned a reputation that he will actually do these tough, difficult things, and that has an effect. Ronald Reagan did the same thing. He was very tough, and the world understood that when Ronald Reagan, this cowboy, when he said something, he really did mean it. And I think Donald Trump has earned that reputation, and it also pays off.
Indeed. Wow. Well, pretty stunning development tonight, and hopefully it'll get more and more interesting and more in the way of good news for us.
By May. By May.
May.
That's right.
All right. Jason Chaffetz, good to see you.
Thank you
very much.